Hey everybody, one that always bored, never boring. It looks like I'm talking about Hasbro's HeroQuest reboot again. The other day I posted a video in which I took a look at the box art for the two expansions and, more importantly, made gentle digs at Hasbro, or more specifically Zargon, for their lack of meaningful updates. But today, we actually have some real news. As I understand it from long-time subscriber Chris Taylor, shout out to Chris, this news was already sent out to backers, but for those of you who missed it, today, that's the 5th of August 2021, Zargon posted a teaser trailer on Twitter for a companion app for this new edition of HeroQuest. This update, as far as I'm concerned, is pretty big news, and I think that for quite a few reasons, but before we get to that, let's clarify what we're talking about here. I'm not going to play the teaser in this video, but I'll include a link to the Twitter post below so that you can go to check it out for yourself and have a better understanding of what I'm talking about. It would appear that this companion app is going to feature an AI Zargon and is effectively going to run the dungeon so that it will be possible to play your games of HeroQuest fully cooperatively with everyone at the table controlling a hero. From what they have shown, the app asks you a few setup questions, which heroes you're going to use, what quest you're going to undertake, and then shows you how to set up the first room. You then begin to play. When you open a door, you let the app know and the app will reveal the next part of the dungeon. When there are monsters, the app will tell you where they appear and what they do. It also looks like the app can handle dice rolling and tracking your hero's wounds. I'm less interested in that. Those are the tactile elements of gaming that I would rather deal with myself. But anyway, this is a pretty important development for HeroQuest, as it's always been necessary to have a Zargon player, a dungeon master, in the past, unless you were playing with some custom fan content that automated that sort of thing. Now you have a choice of playing the game in the traditional way, with a team of heroes facing a real-life opponent, or you can choose to play cooperatively against the AI. I do have a few concerns. I think there's a risk that this kind of app can lead to situations where you are focusing more on your device than the board, as you will have to constantly cross-reference information. For example, if the app tells you a monster is moving, you have to check where it moved on the app, then mirror the move on the board. If you move a hero, you are almost certainly going to have to tap the move into the app so AI Zargon can check if you activated any traps. And for me personally, I just don't like using apps in board games. I'm just not interested in them myself for reasons that are far too boring to get into here. But if a designer is going to introduce an app to a game, this is the way I like to see it done. It's something entirely optional that gives you a new way to experience the game, and of course, it means that if you are short of a few friends, you can play the game solo. This can only be a good thing. I think a lot of people are going to be excited about the inclusion of an app and the options that's going to open up, but I think there's also potential to be excited about what the inclusion of an app means. Making an app isn't easy or cheap. It takes a lot of development time, and it seems hard to believe they would put those resources into developing an app for a game that has already sold as many copies as it will ever sell. In other words, much like the warnings on the expansion boxes, this feels to me like another tick in the column for things that suggest this game may yet go to retail. Maybe I'm just kidding myself, but more and more it feels like this could end up being something we see on store shelves, and I think that would be a wonderful thing. Who doesn't want to see HeroQuest back in their local toy store? The teaser for this app also has other hints of good things. As the app runs through some of its functionality, we can see some of the in-game artwork, including the front and back of the Sleep Spell card, which of course is an homage of the original art from 1989. And as the teaser shows off the app, there are images in the background of what appears to be final production copies of the game. I may be wrong and it may all be rendered images, but they look like the real deal to me. We can see the heroes in red and some of the green enemies in, well, green. There's a goblin we haven't seen before beyond the renders during the campaign, and then there's furniture like the doors, torture rack and alchemist bench. We even get to see a bit more of the board art, which is very much in keeping with the original game's art style. Finally, at the end of the trailer, it says the app is coming late 2021. That suggests to me that Hasbro is roughly on schedule for producing this game. Maybe they'll be a few months out, but it looks like backers are on track to have this game in their hands before the end of the year. Of course, things could change, but let's be positive. Yeah, why not? Let's be positive. We have a positive move from Hasbro to give a meaningful update, a positive indication that the game is roughly on track for delivery, and a positive move to make the game more accessible to a wider number of people through app integration. I'm positively delighted. But what do you think? Let me know in the comments, because that's it from me for now. Thank you so much for listening. If you've enjoyed the video, please consider pressing the like button. If you really enjoyed the video, please consider subscribing if you don't already do so. And hopefully, I will see you all again very soon. Bye bye everyone. Bye bye.